Chapter 4, Horrible Harry and the Thanksgiving Play. Miss Mackle said that Room 2B was putting on a Thanksgiving play for the parents. Some of you will be pilgrims, some of you will be Indians, and one of you will be Squanto. I want to be Squanto, I said. I want to show the pilgrims how to plant corn with dead fish bodies. Miss Mackle looked out the window. When she looked back, she said, Okay, Doug, you can be Squanto. I want to be the dead fish body, Harry said. Miss Mackle stared at Harry. You want to be a dead fish in our Thanksgiving play? Everyone in the class looked at Harry. Harry beamed. It's an important role. If it wasn't for the dead fish, the pilgrims wouldn't have been able to fertilize the corn, and if the corn wasn't fertilized, the corn wouldn't have grown, and the pilgrims would have starved, and you wouldn't have a play about them. So I want to be a dead fish. But that's a horrible part to play. A dead fish, Miss Mackle said, making a face. Harry flashed his white teeth. I don't mind. Of course Harry wouldn't mind. Harry loves to do horrible things. At the first practice, Sung Lee got sick. All she had to say was life is hard. She was a pilgrim, but she just mumbled. You have to speak up, said Miss Mackle. Sung Lee looked like she was going to cry. Do you not feel well? Miss Mackle asked. Sung Lee shook her head. 10 minutes later, Sung Lee went home. Everyone knew why. Sung Lee wasn't really sick. She was just too scared to say anything in front of anybody. Okay, places, everybody, Miss Mackle called. Pilgrims, you are in the field sowing. Squanto, you come in and say your line about helping them plant corn. Pilgrims, you talk about among yourselves about how hard life is. Everyone did what Miss Mackle said, except Harry. You wiggle forward when Squanto pulls you on the rope, Miss Mackle said. I don't feel like wiggling right now, Harry said. But you have to wiggle a little so that Squanto can pull you in, Miss Mackle replied. You're too heavy. I'll wiggle a little, Harry grumbled. I could tell Harry wasn't his old self. He didn't feel like being a dead fish. After school, Harry came to my house. He called Sung Lee on my phone, and then he talked with her mother. I wondered if Harry's bad mood had something to do with Sung Lee's going home. The next day at practice, Sung Lee showed up. She whispered something in Miss Mackle's ear. Miss Mackle leaned back against the chalkboard. She looked shocked. Finally, she smiled. Okay, places, everybody, she called. Pilgrims, you are in the field sowing. Squanto, you come in with your 2 fish. 2, I said. 2, the class said. Miss Mackle cleared her throat. Sung Lee would like to be a dead fish also. The class looked down at Sung Lee and Harry. I looked down. They were lying on the floor, dead, saying nothing. And Sung Lee's mother made fish tails and fish fins for them. Isn't that wonderful? I could tell Harry thought it was wonderful. He was playing a dead fish that smiled. Places, everyone, Miss Mackle called again. Everyone did what Miss Mackle said. I said my line real well, and when I got to the part about fertilizing the corn with dead fish, I had a rope around Harry's waist and Song Lee's waist to slide them in. They both wiggled forward, so it was easy. Sometimes Harry's horrible ideas help the class.